So yeah, first match of CEO top 8 was F0xy Grampa versus Tweedy. Tweedy had been using Jackie the whole tournament, and F0xy had been using Kung Lao the whole tournament. I actually watched this match. I managed to catch the first 2 matches of top 8 last night because my girlfriend was sorting something out. So I was like, "Yeah, don't worry, honey. I'm just gonna do some stuff in the lounge straight away. Put it on YouTube, like, haha." So I managed to watch the first 2 games. This first game is hilarious in a lot of ways, but yeah. So first game of top 8. This is winner's side, and it's 3 out of 5, obviously in top 8. So we've got Kung Lao versus Jackie. This probably has the funniest start to a match that I've ever seen in my whole life. Watch this. So let's put the volume down a bit. So I think they had to choose the CEO stage as well. I don't mind guest characters, man, because a lot of people like them. So, and they're fun to fatality. Oh yeah, they chose the wrong stage, didn't they? Oh, there you go. Ah, spoilers. So this is the start of the first round, right? First thing, go. The first move in the top 8, full screen dash punch crushing blow. Kung Lao, and then straight away. This is the absolute worst possible start for F0xy Grampa. Eating Jackie cancels in the corner, no meter to roll. I mean, what was that? 3 mixes, and he's just lost. That is the strength of Jackie in a nutshell. Full screen dash punch, took off 300 damage. Then he hit him with back 2-2 dash punch, got him in the corner, tried to break away. He tried to break away. Now he's got no defensive meter, and he just has to hold that. But like a sick jump in as well to start off with. Still no meter, so he has to hold another 300 damage combo, 330 damage. Yep. Just got meter back. So see, that's when he was able to finally stop the pressure. This is why holding on to your meter against Jackie, trying not to break away, is probably a good idea, because especially Tweedy's a really aggressive player. Like, he likes to rush people down a lot. So you saw how much pressure that F0xy was eating in the corner, and then finally, as soon as he got the meter back to invincible reversal wake up, he did. And then this is where the games begin. So, for those that don't know how F0xy plays Kung Lao, he does one of 3 things: throw, down 3, or forward 4, and you have to guess. And that's it. That's literally his game plan. And I mean, he got to top 8 just by doing that, because all you have to do is guess. So you see straight away, does the invincible reversal. Jackie, Tweedy thinks that he's going to get grabbed, forward 4. Breaks away, and then and then Z-Hat. So it's 4 things, and then the 4th thing is Z-Hat. So the strength of Z-Hat, despite it having a 45-minute startup, the strength of Z-Hat is that firstly you can cancel it. So if you see them starting to wave around, you think they're going to do it and you're blocking, he can actually cancel it and then do at the cost of a defensive meter and do a follow-up attack. Or he can if he EXs it from close, he gets plus frames, which means that you have to hold the pressure. So you see here, like, it does a wake up, knocks him down, gets the combo. Tweedy breaks away. Z-Hat, because he delayed wake ups, and then he ducks. Tweedy ducks, thinking he's going to get grabbed. He gets forward 4 again. No break, and then he doesn't even need to finish the combo. Look, all he does is forward 4, spin forward 4, and then he wakes. He thinks he's going to get grabbed again. 4, 4, spin forward 4 into the Z-Hat. Can't see. This is what I'm talking about as well. Perfect example. Oops, I'm fast forwarding instead of rewinding. Cancel. So he expected something. He tried to jump and he got forward. So it's for what is essentially a really straightforward pressure tactic. It is super effective, because people basically are terrified to press a button after. Well, firstly, they're terrified to press a button when he's doing it for some reason. That happens to me sometimes as well. You just get frozen like a deer in the headlights in the startup. But also, once the hat is out, because the last hit is a low as well, it really does lock you down. And as I said, when it's plus frames, you just have to hold the mix up. So even though F0xy got washed that first game, he managed to really hold on to his composure and come back, and then he scraped Tweedy the second game. And this is another vital Kung Lao tool. It's not really necessarily part of his mix-up, but jumping out of Jackie's pressure, because a lot of Jackie's pressure, it's real in the sense that if you press a button at the wrong time, you're going to get counter hit for big damage, but it's not, nothing really gels you or prevents you from jumping. So Kung Lao's dive kick is an amazing tool for catching people out if they're pressing too many buttons. And as you can see here, he just jumps out of, he reads the forward 3-1, so Tweedy here did 2 forward 3-1s in a row. It's not real pressure. I didn't even cancel it. Great presence of mind by Foxy's jump out dive kick. Down 1 into throw, the Sodium Gym special. Z-hat, delayed wake up. So see, this is why delayed wake upping as well. You would delayed wake up against somebody because you want to try and throw off their meaty timing, or so if people that don't know, a meaty attack is an attack where you do it on the other person's wake up to try and catch them if they press a button, or to try and get them on a counter hit basically. So meaties work against me a lot because I get really aggressive and I start trying to rush people down in their wake ups, and then they'll delayed wake up and my move will miss and then I'll get counter hit. So, but the reason why it's scary against Kung Lao is because if you hold the delayed wake up, then he gets a free Z-hat set up. Look, and then, so he gets free Z-hat set up, Tweedy blocks it, gets down 3'd, and so he jumps here, Tweedy jumps here because he doesn't want to deal with the grab, and then he gets dive kicked. Delayed wake up into Z-hat again. And now he's got the jumps, you can see Foxy threatening with the jumps, because any one of those can be a dive kick, so you can see that Tweedy's hesitating to come forward, no anti-air. And then he just counter hits the high button into a full combo. Tweedy can't break. Cancelling the Z-hat, you see? So Tweedy here thought, last time he cancelled it, he went for the throw. This time he cancels it, he goes for the forward 4. And then he reads the roll. No defensive meter from Tweedy. Down 3. I mean, he used the fatal blow there. Let's skip that. I see enough of that crap online. I don't need to see it. Yeah, Foxy played really, really, really well. Just jumps out the corner, good tech, and then you go again. Look, just jumping back into dive kick is such a strong tool. Read the back 2, and then that's it. Yeah, Tweedy originally mained Baraka, so he actually got top 8 in combo breaker with Baraka, and then he played a bit of Geras, and he was sort of going through a character crisis, I think, and now he seems to have settled on Jackie. Sorry, just a brain fart there. Yeah, so now he's settled on Jackie. But yeah, sorry, I just completely lost my mind. I was like, meh. Yeah, he's going up that tier list, man. He's climbing that tier ladder. I mean, I think Jackie's a perfect fit for him, to be honest with you, because he's such an aggressive player. Like, he rushes the crap out of people, rushes people down hard. You know, Jackie suits him perfectly. Jackie's probably the best rushdown character in the game. He's not a tier. Look, it's not shameful. He's a tier enthusiast. Half Italian, Mr. Stallion. He's a tier enthusiast. You know. He wants to. If you want to win, that's the thing. If you want to win, you have to pick. Unless you're like F0xy Grampa and you're just a really solid player, you know, or a really like strong character specialist. Then if you're just a good player, you might as well just pick a top tier, you know, and go straight to the top. But funny enough, actually, I don't think there's any Sonias in this top 8. Funny enough, off the top of my head. But yeah, first game going to Foxy, then look, straight away, down 3 into grab. Tweedy didn't tech the right way, Z-hat, stops the jump in, Z-hat again. Nice use of the gunshot to change his... No, leave him alone. You tell them, Moobot. You tell them, auto mod. I've just got it on automatic, so every now and again he just says... because it's just a computer program, every now and again he just tweets my He just mentions my Twitter and my YouTube and just tells people because a lot of people come in and ask me what my rank is. So I've just got it set up so that every now and again Moobot's like, he's currently demigod. Z-Hat. Z-Hat again. Changes his jump arc, but he gets dive kicked. Z-Hat again. Like, every one of those jumps can become a dive kick, because two things about Mortal Kombat. Yeah, he's popping off for me. Two things about Mortal Kombat when it comes to jumps as well is that special moves in a lot of fighting games like Street Fighter, like not more conventional 2D fighting games, they've done it so that now dive kicks can only be done on jump forwards in order to try and prevent like a more turtly style of gameplay. And they usually have height restrictions, that means you can't do them so low to the ground or, you know, too high up. Mortal Kombat doesn't have any of that. So not only can Kung Lao do his dive kicks forward and backwards on a jump, off a forward jump and a back jump, he can also do it at any height off the ground. So any jump, it's just down and kick. So any jump can become a dive kick. So that's why Tweedy's scared now, because he's scared he's just going to get any one of these jumps can become a dive kick. So went for the down two, was miles away. Good tech there, went for the arm break, wasn't reverse teched. Invincible wake up, scouted and punished really well. Obviously now Kung Lao, Foxy doesn't have meter to break. Now he's in the corner. No invincible wake up that time, but he gets back thrown. And that was a nice jump over again to get by Tweedy to get himself out of the corner. But then he just gets hit by forward 4. Look, he keeps trying now he's trying to jump as a way of getting out of the pressure. So that's why he's getting hit in the air. I mean, it's not a better tactic, because it's just almost a hard read, isn't it? You think that the guy's going to do a grab, so you jump. But then the thing with Kung Lao isn't considered like a really strong character, like a top tier character. But one thing that he's really, really good at is converting off stray hits and being able to hit confirm off stray, like aerial hits especially. So if you juggle the opponent whilst they're jumping. So Tweedy tries to jump, just gets booted, full combo. He literally doesn't even finish combos. He does two reps of it. 250 damage isn't bad for one bar. Straight into the throw. Sets up the Z-Hat. Jumps back. You know, again, any one of these can be dive kick. Back 2-2. Dash punch gets caught out. Back 2-2 again. No punish. Good tech. But then see, Kung Lao. Keep calling him Kung Lao. F0xy Grampa was ready there because Jackie's got her reverse tech, but you can tech the reverse tech, which F0xy did. Back 2-2 misses, down 3 into forward 4, and then see, he just chipped him out. So Jackie, again, with Mortal Kombat, there's a defensive mechanic called Last Breath, and what that means is, for every defensive meter you have, you can save yourself from chip, because obviously chip kills in this game. So you see, he's got 1 bar, chip avoided, he loses the bar, but now he's got no, because he only had 1 bar, the next bit of chip was going to kill. So that's why F0xy just pulled the trigger on the hat spin. 1 round. So this whole game, look, down 3, a good counter there to stop the grab. Down 3 back from Tweedy to stop the grab. This game is just F0xy being really patient, knowing when to, because the number one thing you can do to get yourself bodied by Jackie is pressing buttons at the wrong time. So if you're not respecting her pressure and you're trying to press buttons in between cancels and you haven't got the right read, you're going to eat counter hits into 300 damage combos every single time. So F0xy plays this really well because he's respecting Jackie's buttons, and if you notice, he very rarely gets counter hit. So Z-Hat again, into grab, text the grab. Was that a counter hit? Yes. Oh, see, the second one wasn't a counter hit. He just got it. Tweedy had hit advantage, but then forward 4, down 3. Oh, good read. There's no break, so he's gonna have to hold this 400 damage combo. The one thing Tweedy doesn't do either, really, is queue up the crushing blow on the Jackie clinch. I would say it's part of an answer, but you just have to be very... So the question in chat is jumping the answer to Jackie pressure? I would say depending on spacing. Because if she's right up in your face and you jump, then you're going to eat a forward 3 into a full combo every single time. But if you're like not super close, then I wouldn't never jump in the corner against Jackie. If Jackie's got you in the corner, never jump, because they will always be pressing forward 3 100% of the time. You'll see it here as well, or some sort of like forward 1 or forward 3 to try and catch you as you're jumping. But if you're like mid-screen and she's not super close to you, the thing with Jackie's is, and is arguably one of their Jackie players' downfalls, is they just get so auto-piloted when it comes to pressing forward 3. So it's like forward 3, forward 3, forward 3, and then they don't. It's like Jack's and his forward 3. They'll just press it like 4 times in a row because it's safe, but then it's not real, so you can jump out of it. So, you know, if you get the read, then by all means jump out of it. But you just have to be very careful, because if you get caught, then you're going to eat a full combo. And especially, I would never ever recommend jumping against Jackie in the corner, because she can catch you out with that forward 3 or back 3 every single time. So yeah, the answer is sometimes, but I wouldn't say it's a consistent answer. I'd say you'd need to you'd need to get a strong read, basically. But yeah, see in the corner, if Foxy had tried to wake up jump there, because Jackie's always press buttons against you in the corner. Rolling is probably a better option, to be honest with you, because they never really go for a grab. They'll always go for pressure. So if Foxy had defensive meter here and he rolled, he would have rolled straight through, and he would have been able to get a full punish. But if he'd have jumped, he would have got hit by Tweedy's meaty. Oh, and then just down ones him in the balls. So yeah, you just have to be careful against Jackie, basically. Back 2-2 into nothing, forward 4. And see, that's one of the few times that Foxy didn't respect Jackie's string. So I don't know what button he tried to press there, but he just gets forward 3'd. Now he's in the corner, no meter. He has to eat another 300 damage combo. He finally has meter to break, but see, again, you couldn't jump because he meets every. And then see, this is what I mean. So this string has pushed him, Kung Lao. So this is the answer to the question. This is the scenario I was saying. When Jackie was right up close to him on his wake up, you can't jump because look how close they are. Yeah, I mean it is a good answer if you're Kung Lao, but you see how close they are here. Jumping here is bad because you're going to eat the string into the combo, right? So Kung Lao, Foxy does a good job. He just blocks. He didn't want to use the meter to do an invincible reversal. He just blocked, right? And then the string pushes them this far apart. So look at the space here. That's still in forward 3 range. But if you see, this is why Foxy's sick. Presence of mind. If you see as well, not only does the string push him back, you actually see Jackie take a tiny step back. Look, it's like a micro step back because probably he was afraid of the forward 3, of the forward 4 or the down 3. So Tweedy probably read a down 3 and was trying to counter punish it with a forward 3. Took a tiny step back, look, minuscule, straight into the forward 3, and it was just enough space for Foxy to jump. So this is the sort of area that you would want to, if you are going to jump against Jackie, it would be from about this far away. Because even though forward 3's a long range button, I mean, if he had back 2'd him, he would have. If Tweedy had back 2'd Foxy, he would have caught him. But because he went for the forward 3, Kung Lao was able to just look at this Spider-Man leap straight out the air, dive kicks him. So now Jackie's in the corner, and he just got meter to roll, and now he has to hold. Now, oh, I mean, look at this side switch combo was sick. So down 3, Tweedy reads the grab, gets forward. Look at this side switch combo. That's so sick. Into Z-hat cancel, forward 4, blocked. Now Tweedy started to jump. Foxy, I think, tried to down 3 in between that string there, or or uppercut the high, gets caught. Yep, see, he wants to save his meat. He gets grabbed out of the fatal blow. So Foxy's opting to use his meter to use as invincible wake up, because as we've seen with his Kung Lao, he likes to use the defensive meter to cancel the hat. So he's probably less likely to be using it to do a breakaway or something, because he's going to want a hat cancel. But in this instance, when he's getting pressured in the corner and he's about to lose, as I've said, Tweedy is a really aggressive player, and he's been doing meaty buttons the whole time. Like every time, especially in the corner, every time Foxy's in the corner, Tweedy's tried to meaty him. So that was a good use of invincible reversal there, forward 4. And then, so this is my bane as well. Throwing, if you read the fatal blow, throws beat it every single time, because the start-up frames are quite short. So, sorry, they're quite short, but they're not short enough that you can't grab them out of it. So that was a really good answer there from... I don't think he read the fatal blow, to be honest with you. I think he just read a wake up. But the armor of the fatal blow kicks in after maybe like half a second. So you see, he got grabbed straight out of the fatal blow. I think if Jackie had done anything else there, he would have got hit by it. But because he went for the grab, the only things I know that really destroy fatal blows are low pokes. So usually with me, it's against an Aaron Black who does down 3 or down 4, completely stuffs it, or grab straight away on wake up. So, or like on the startup animation of it. So he grabbed him straight out of the fatal blow. Good presence of mind by Tweedy there. And again, another use of the meter, because Tweedy's been so aggressive. I mean, Foxy's done invincible wake ups I think 3 or 4 times, and his success rate is 100%. Because Tweedy just is, look at this, whoa! Tweedy just isn't respecting him on his wake up. Into the grab, because he was expecting the forward 4. Z hat, forward 3-1, forward 3-1, finishes off the string, down 3, forward 4. And this is what happens. You have to hit. Yeah, you have to hit it before the armor. Not if it's a down poke. That's the thing. If it's a proper, if you're trying to do a meaty, like for argument's sake, Garrus, right? If they do wake up forward 3, if they do wake up fatal blow and I do forward 3 or forward 2, and I don't time the armor just right, then I find that it's much harder to crush or interrupt a fatal blow than it is if I was to low profile it. So that's why I used Aaron Black as an example, because his down 3 and down 4 are both so good. If you try and wake up fatal blow against them, you just get hit out of low pokes. Just I think have much more priority over it than a mid poke or a high poke. So, and grabs obviously. I mean that was a brave grab, because if he'd have mistimed that grab even by half a second, he would have got hit by the fatal blow. But yeah, you definitely have to hit it before the armor. But I've just found that low pokes and grabs have much more success rate rather than a jump in or a like a normal mid or high a mid or a high normal to try and stuff it. But yeah, look at this fear. So situation is he blocks the forward 4. Jackie blocks the forward 4, right? So Tweedy has been so conditioned at this point to fear the hat that he's actually, the start up on this hat, look, I got this up for this reason. If we look at Kung Lao, I think it's 30 frames is the start up of the hat. So special moves, Z hat, 38 frames. The start up of the Z hat is 38 frames, right? That, in fighting games terms, that's like, it might as well be 100 years. Tweedy is so afraid, yeah, it's one of the slowest startup moves in the game. Tweedy is so afraid of the pressure, he could have done anything. Literally, if he did press any button on, any offensive button on his controller, grab, like, anything. If he'd have pressed anything, he would have won. But he's been conditioned now to be so terrified of this Kung Lao Z-Hat pressure that he actually doesn't do anything and look, he's only got 1 meter, so he can only take 1 extra bit of chip, and he gets chipped out because it's a 3-hitting special move. And look at his reaction here. That's the reaction of a man. Yeah, it's more than half a second. Yeah. Oh, of course, yeah, because there's 60 frames in a second. Yeah. So over half a second of start, which again in fighting game terms it might as well be dog years, right? Look out! Look at his face. I stole the shit out of that one, and he's like, "Ah," because he realized he didn't have to eat that, because maybe he was afraid that Kano's Molotov is like, you can go make a cup of tea and come back and he's still lighting it up. But yeah, maybe he was scared of cancelling it. Yeah, that's the face of a man not only who wasn't watching his HP, but he knows. So he must have been scared of Foxy cancelling it. That's the only thing that I can think of, because obviously he's been getting caught out by the cancels, because obviously you can cancel the Z-Hat with a defensive meter, which, to be fair, Foxy did have. So maybe Tweedy was worried that Kung Lao wasn't gonna Tweedy was worried that Foxy was gonna cancel it, which is maybe why he respected it. But yeah, that's the only reason that I can think that he could possibly yeah, you're right. I would bet you £5. Actually, no, I agree with you, so I'm not going to bet against you. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%, Stallion. He's definitely going to be playing Sonya Evo, or whoever's the toppest tier at that point, Cassie or Sonya. But yeah, the only reason I can think of is that he ate that Z-Hat was because he thought that Foxy was going to cancel it, but he didn't react in time. And like I said, this is the face of a man who realizes that he just look. Tweedy's a really emotional player as well, so he's pissed. Look, you see, he slapped the leg, and look at Foxy's face. He knows he got away with that one. But that's what happens when you condition somebody to the point where you're terrified of. Because now Tweedy has been eating that hat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner this whole game. So that is just deer in the headlights fear. He was just terrified of it, and yeah, he just ends up eating it, getting chipped out. And now Foxy's 2-0 up. Good start from Tweedy though, good pressure, but then good jump back from. Oh, this fucking fire alarm. This fire alarm, man, I don't know what was wrong with it, but every now and again it just switches off. I mean, it's, burglar alarm. I'm in the house. There's no possible reason for it to go off, unless I'm being burgled. 1 second. It's not on, but no, we're good. We're good. But yeah, you're right, Papa. Once you're aware that you've been conditioned, yeah, you're 100% right. Papa Mash in my chat just said, once you've been conditioned, it gets worse. And he's right, because now he's not going to be respecting it at all, because he's going to be pissed off that he fell for it. Because like I said, Tweedy's a very emotional player, and he's a very aggressive rushdown character. So now we're going to see him eat Z-Hat each time, because he's going to be so pissed off with himself for falling for it. So Foxy not respecting buttons there, getting counter hit again. He's trying to down 3 through this pressure, and that's why he keeps getting clipped. Good round from Tweedy. In the corner again. Buttons will wake up. See here, he went for the clinch after this string, he went for the clinch, because he thought that Foxy was going to press a button and down 3. Hey, Toxic, how's it going, my dude? How was your weekend? Are you okay, my friend? Yeah, that clinch is unsafe. So you'll find that Jackie sometimes like to pull the trigger on clinches after strings, because if you try and like down 1 or down 3 it, or whatever your fastest poke is, you get caught by the clinch. So he's pulled the trigger. Good, man. You still at your pops. He pulled the trigger because he thought that he was going to catch Foxy pressing a button, but no punish from Foxy. So I think Foxy just committed to the grab, and he was just going to grab the guy regardless. But that was quite a big whiff there from, or missed opportunity rather, from Foxy to get a big punish. See, this is the first time. The first time that dash punch is such an amazing tool, especially against moves with long startups. Oh, PUBG! I forgot about PUBG. Is that still the best? Is PUBG still the best of the Battle Royale games? I've heard that people have started to fall out of love with Fortnite a little bit. But yeah, see, finally, like the startup is 38 frames. 38 frames. You can do anything. So finally, for the first time ever, counter hits him right in the mouth. And then grease kicks, invincible wake up. I mean, Foxy's gonna have a steep hill to climb here, but you see now, Foxy from this position would have been doing a Z-hat. Perfect. This would have been the perfect situation. Look, Jackie's on the floor, delay wake up. We've seen in this exact situation so many times in this set, and that's when Foxy would have done a Z-hat. But now, you see he's scared to Z-hat because he's finally been punished by the dash punch. So you see him ducking here, actually, because you see Foxy ducking because he's expecting the dash punch, and he wanted to try and catch it out with a down 2. But he just ends up getting chipped out.
Very nice choice by Tweedy. Still crushing ball on that throw. You've always got to keep that in.
Realm Royale, I don't even know what that is. I can't throw Kano. It's the fear. It's just the fear gets you, because you're just like, why does this move have such a long startup? And then you end up getting set on fire. So yeah, good round from Tweedy there. Good composure after that loss from the Z-hat. See now, Foxy's like, F it, I'm going to do it anyway. And Tweedy tries, so Tweedy has done wake up dash quite a few times, and that's why Foxy did the hat, because he knew that he'd have time before the dash is finished for Jackie to do the dash punch, because you see him start to do the dash punch to try and counter it, but he was too late. So Foxy's just really good at timing the Z-hats now. Down 3, forward 4, good. So this is good duck from Tweedy, and this is actually a counter hit. So 3-3 from Jackie, if it hits on a counter hit, is a crushing blow that gives a launch. So he's in the corner, so he's going to eat about 500 damage here. Yeah, 50% from one crushing blow. And he just got his defensive meter back. But then have a counter hit straight back, and now Jackie doesn't have any defensive meter. So not as much damage, 400, I mean it's still pretty hefty to be fair. 1 bar, 400 damage, 1 bar combo. Down 3. Nice way of getting around the pressure there, but forward 4. And that's the end of it. So yeah, I mean, ultimately this whole match boiled down to, could Tweedy do it? Look, see again, actually, as I was saying it, this whole match just boiled down to how many times is Tweedy going to eat down 3 into forward 4. Z-hat and a delay wake up, forward 4 whiffs, but down 3 to stop the pressure, good tech. Back to 2 dash punch is safe, but Jackie pressed a button there, which is why I got counter hit by the forward 4. 300 damage into the mix up again, and this time you see he cancelled the Z-hat. So this must have been what Tweedy was scared of at the end of that last round. Dashes up, grabs. Ooh, the crushing blow as well does a lot of damage. And again, look, because he's just eaten the Z-hat cancel. Once again, look, the exact same situation as at the end of that last set, at the end of the last game. Z-hatting in his face, and Tweedy's terrified to press a button. Again, you can just see how intense the conditioning is. He's Z-hatting him right in front of his face. again, he has to eat the defensive. He has to eat the plus frames pressure, and then the Ip Man to finish it off. I mean, that's the Foxy special. I think every time I saw Foxy on stream, the few times that I switched up to stream on, I was seeing him giving them the Ip Man just over and over again. So yeah, Foxy played that set absolutely amazingly. Lots and lots of patience not to get counter hit too many times by the Jackie pressure. Excellent conditioning to condition Tweedy to respect the Z-hat. Twice he Z-hat in front of the guy's face and let it rip because he knew Tweedy was too... Yeah, it's one of the best brutalities. Yeah, Toxic, that's from... If you've seen the Ip Man film, yeah, dude, that's what this is. That's from the scene in Ip Man 1 where he's got the guy's face and he's giving him the... Hold on, let's already searched it. Look, it's the same brutality. This guy gets fucked. Look, it's the same move. Yeah, look. Yeah, they're doing a fourth one as well. The 4 is coming out this summer, so that's going to be sick. But, wow, what did you do, Papa? What did I tell you about watching the pornographies at work, huh? Too many viruses. But yeah, that was it. That was the scene, Toxic. But yeah, they've basically based all of those rapid chamber punches that Kung Lao has, they've based off of Ip Man. So that's why I call it the Ip Man. But yeah, Foxy played that really, really well. Tweedy played well, but ultimately his being over aggressive cost him a few times in the corner when he got hit by... I mean, he got hit by every invincible reversal because he was just being too aggressive. And to be honest with you, I don't even know how to... Oh no. Have you tried restarting it? Yeah, man, it's super cool. Yeah, Tweedy just got over aggressive, I think, and he just didn't have an answer for the down 3 forward 4 throw mix up. To be honest with you, I don't really know the best way to deal with it, but yeah, neither did Tweedy, which is why he just got washed 3-0. But he still played well though. That wasn't like a blow up, but yeah, he just did not have an answer to the Kung Lao pressure.